Hello everyone, welcome to another session from Automation Minders. My name is Ankur Malviya. So in this session I'm going to show you what are all things are there in manual testing lab from DoTestHere.com. I will show you how this page will help you to explore different kind of scenarios, different kind of way how the real time applications are there, what are all defects you can log, how you can see the scenarios. So this will be kind of mock data for you, and those who wanted to just check their skills whether they are still they are good with manual testing ability or not, for them this particular page is made for. So I will cover all these things step by step in different sessions as well. And but in this session I'm giving you the overall idea what this page is about. Okay, but in this session, as I mentioned, I'm going to cover one by one, step by step. So today I'm going to cover what is general testing in this test pages, how you can leverage this in your testing, what this page is meant for. That I'm going to cover. But before to that, at the high level, I'm going to give you the idea. So if you log into this DoTestHere.com, you can see the web elements, API testing and manual testing lab. Okay, so you need to hit on this manual testing lab. As soon as you see this URL, you are sure that you will be sure you are on the landed on the manual testing lab home page. In this particular home page, you can see on the left hand side there are different options are there. So one is a scenario exploration. So scenario exploration is for, it's a kind of documentation. It will give you high level idea what is happy path scenario, what do you mean by the negative type of scenario, what is the corner type of scenarios. Okay, all these things are there. And also there are different examples are given. Let's say if you hit on this, you can see this is a user registration page. So there are different type of scenarios come in when we see the user registration page. So let's say if I hit here, I can see some kind of description. It's a kind of general description how we can think about scenarios and all. Let's say testing, as you can see, the first point is think about what could go wrong in this scenario. So this way you can prepare your mind where how to how to break that particular feature, and how I can explore more things inside that. If I am able to break that particular functionality, then I'm a good test engineer. Similarly, I need to think about the edge cases and the boundary cases, what we can say negative scenario or corner scenarios here. So we need to test with different invalid inputs or unexpected inputs, or we need to verify whether that invalid or unexpected input, that particular user registration page allow us to do enter or not. Let's take an example. If I'm entering a email id, so email id must require domain name. So at the rate of, let's say, dotesthere.com, without that it allow you to enter that email id or not. Or even at least it should not allow you to submit the forms. It should show some kind of error there. Similarly, the feedback form, all these things are there. So also you can see the points here. While writing scenario, you need to ask some questions to yourself. Let's say what happened when things go wrong, what does the system handle error, whether business errors are expected, whatever business is expecting the error, that those things you are getting from the UI or not. What kind of performance implications will be there. Let's say suddenly the website is meant for only for 100 users, let's say 1000 users or 10,000 users, they directly jump into that at the same time. What happened there with the performance part and all. Similarly, how does this affect on other system components. Okay, so there must be integration with one server to another server or different systems as well. So how that component will affect and all. Similarly, what security consideration exist here. So I will show you one by one, but as I mentioned, this particular lecture is simple for high level view of these scenarios. Then we will go to general testing. So this bug hunt, practice table, reference data will cover in the subsequent lectures and all. So let's talk about this test pages and all. So there are different pages are there. Let's say general testing page. So this is another kind of page where you need going to see on the different kind of, let's say, text is visible properly or not. Similarly, different things are there. We'll cover one by one different lectures. So let's talk about the general testing. So general testing is a kind of, you can see as a, it's a user registration page okay, or it's a kind of product page where user is need to enter the name, email id, phone number, the postal or zip code for that country, which country he belongs, what kind of is, select what all states are there on that particular drop down, or how many quantity he want, what is the unit price of that product, let's say what kind of discount he is putting here, what is the tax rate with respect to that particular state. Manually now we can enter, but that is the idea how we are doing to that. And after that we need to check whether we need to calculate, the taxation or the discount on the basis of these things. So this I'm going to show you. Before entering all those enter detail here, I have also presented here what are all scenarios you can, identify here: positive scenario, negative scenario, corner scenario, all these things. Let's say form validations you can consider for positive scenarios. So what is expected outcomes, all required field validate correctly, and you can identify different defects here. Similarly, what is negative scenario, let's say you whatever the values you are putting here, the calculation is not coming properly, that you can see, that you need to identify whether the proper calculation is happening or not, may or may not be calculation is correct or not, that you need to understand. Similarly, input handling, as I mentioned, the corner scenarios we will cover. I will show you how to do that. Okay, so let me start. So let's say I'm going to enter here. Let's say I'm wanted to enter full name is Ankur Malviya. Okay, I'm writing. Okay, and positive scenario I'm considering. Okay, so I'm just entering Ankur at the rate do test here .com. So this is a valid email id, right? So phone number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 digits. Okay, so let's say 46 000 11, for example. I'm entering the random thing. So India, let's say Maharashtra, I'm using one quantity. Let's say I wanted to use 10 quantity. 100 is a unit price. Unit price means per price of that quantity, per SQ. Okay, item. So 10 quantity multiply, so it should be 1000, and discount I'm giving is 100, and tax rate is 10. So this is a simple thing. Let me hit on this calculate tool. So on the as soon as I hit on this calculate total, I can see there are total 10 quantities, which is as similar to what I inputted there. The unit price is $100. So when we multiply it with 10 is $1,000, which is coming properly. Okay, as I see, I have provided the input as discount as 10%. So 10,000, 10% of 1000 is $100. So it is fine. After discount, 1000 minus $100 is 900. It is coming fine. Tax rate, so particular, let's say uh, tax rate is what 10% of that, so 10% of 900 is $90. So this is a calculation part. So look, calculation looks good, but one thing you need to identify all these calculations properly or not. Okay, all these things will come different things as well later. So the scenario you can write all fields whatever you are entering, and what are all items, the quantity and the unit price, the discount price, whatever you are getting on calculation, you are getting the proper thing or not. Second scenario you can also mention, if I have selected India, so India the currency is in INR, but still you can see it is in dollar. Okay, so that another scenario, negative scenario, positive scenario, whatever scenario you need to do, you can validate on the basis of that. Okay, but calculation wise, if we ignore the currency, everything looks fine here right now till now. So let me submit the form. Okay, I need to submit the form. So I'm able to submit the form. You can see your message is coming. Forms, actually I made it very fast, you need to understand. So you must have seen, right, form submitted successfully, the message has coming up. Okay, so this is a positive happy past scenario, everything looks good, everything is seamlessly going forward, and there it looks good. Let me change the thing here. Instead of phone number I'm writing Ankur. Okay, so phone number mostly in India, especially in India, are in integer format. Okay, so let me see whether it will allow me to submit the form or not. Oh, see here the validation error message is coming. Okay, so that means this is fine. It it will not allow me to enter the string here. So let me decrease the digits here. So again the validation error is coming up. So 10 digit 1 2 3 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so this time it allow me to submit. Postal code mostly is integer. Let me see. Oh, see, I have entered the text here, string here, but it allow me to submit. So this is an error. So let me remove the domain name. It should not allow me. See, it is not allowing. It is showing me the error here. Let me put only at the rate. Oh, it is allowing me to submit. That means this is another error. So instead of full name, let me enter 1 2 3 4 5 6. It should not allow me because its string is a mandatory field, right? Oh, this time also it allow me to submit the form. That means this is another error. So this way you need to write a scenario. What can be, what should be there, what is actually coming up there, what is allow this form, what this form is allow you to submit, and all these things you need to enter. Now coming to the calculation part. Let's say I want to buy 10 quantity, 100 price. This is fine. Let what happens if I put minus 10, right? Minus 10 means it is coming error, right? It should not calculate because minus 10 is nothing, right? Minus 10 means I'm ordering for minus 10 quantity. Okay, so it should calculate. Oh, it is also calculating. It is giving me minus 990 means what? It is returning me that amount, for example. Okay, already I've given that amount, I'm returning me. So it's a kind of error, right? Quantity, I need to buy something, but I'm entering minus 10. It's not returning the quantity, it is ordering, buying the product from here. Let's say the unit price I'm entering, let me correct it, minus 10. Let me apply 1000. Oh, 1000 discount, how it is possible? Let's say this is simple, calculation is simple. I'm buying a product of $100 price, and I wanted to apply 1000 discount. How it is possible? See, 1000 discount. 1000 discount means I'm getting whatever I'm paying, I'm getting more than that, the amount and all. Okay, so this is the wrong scenario. Let me see if I can apply minus 100 or minus 100 discount. So yeah, this allow me to do that. So this is wrong, right? This is a corner case scenario. Let's say the tax percentage is 100. Oh, 1000 also it allowed. Let me check. Oh, it is allowing me to enter the 1000 tax, 1000 10,000 percentage of tax rate. Again, this is a wrong, right? So these things you need to consider while writing test scenarios. So these things, right, I intentionally put all these things, allow user to put enter the things and all, so that user will think about it, how real time scenario can also get fail when you are unable to test it thoroughly. So I'm giving an example here. So you must have, let me show you one thing which is a good thing. So you might have seen, right, Meta smart glasses demo file. So you might have seen that this example, this particular thing where Zuckerberg this was showing the all this demo to the live audience. And in that during that live demo, there are many things got failed. Especially one thing was about when the chef was using this glasses, and he was not able to do the perform the, at least the glasses itself not going to show you the what is the first step there. So another thing is what, I have seen one thing when Mark Zuckerberg wanted to lift up the video call, but he unable to do that. So the product is great, but what happened, they did not tested it properly, and because of that there are a lot of things discrepancy, many things are coming up right now. But I believe if we do thorough testing and all, the product, whatever the product quality is there, we can sell in that particular way how the product is made for. So thank you for watching. I'm going to cover different things in upcoming lectures. Thank you so much. Bye.